Have you ever been in a friendship where you felt that this relationship is transactional? You're putting up more than your end of the bargain, way more. And they're putting up the bare minimum, just getting by because they so confident and cocky. And you've also had a situation where you're putting up a lot, they're putting up a lot, and then along the way, somebody stops. Somebody gets stagnant. Somebody has a crisis. Something happens. It's life. And then y'all start looking around like, I guess they don't fuck with me no more. I guess they don't rock with me no more. That's because they forgot who you are. Or subconsciously, you've eluded them to forget who you are. Because this video, we'll be talking about make friends, be friends, and have friends with those who never forget who you truly are. I'm going to say that again. Have friends, be friends with those who never forget who you truly are. Because once they do, it's like you standing over the stove preparing your food, right? You about to have a nice ass dinner, lobster, steak, asparagus, goddamn zucchini, Brussels sprouts, and you got the bacon wrapped around the asparagus, you got the cheese, you got everything in order, and you're doing this all in one standing, right? You're walking upstairs, you got the hot plate in your hand, you got the little tray around you, got your napkin, you got your drink, you got everything prepared beautifully. You are so excited to eat this. You walk up the stairs and you're not focused, you trip. The plate drops, your cup drops, you tip everything on the ground. What you've prepared for so long, you could not wait. You anticipated eating this plate. Just like that, to the ground. No 5-second rule. It's done. You drop the plate. You drop the ball. So when friends forget who you truly are, they begin to be stagnant. They become stagnant. They don't move. They're stuck. Why? Because you haven't reminded them. You haven't been changing. You haven't been evolving. If you are not growing, you're dying. There's no other if, ands. What other stipulation can blossom from something that stays in the same place? What new opportunity can transpire if you are consistently residing in the same place? And I mean mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically, all of that. Energetically, you are in the same place. You are way too comfortable with your body that you don't like. You are way too comfortable and stagnant and complacent. You're too content. Now, JB, are you saying that you should not be content with what you have? Of course not. You know the difference. What new opportunity can transpire when you haven't traveled outside of your city? You're scared. It's like the crab in a bucket mindset, you know? You're residing in a city. You went to high school, you went to college, didn't work out, all in the same city. You see the same faces at the gym. You see the same faces at the clubs, at the events, at the birthday parties, at the corner store, at the grocery store, library. You see the same faces ever since you was 5. Now you 45. When you forget, when you become stagnated and you do not give people another perception of you, the value in their hearts die out. The value that you once placed on their mind and on their heart, which made y'all friends, he's so funny. He encourages me whenever I'm low, and we always come back and we have great conversations after a long time. Like, we don't need to be texting, calling all the time, but when we do, it's always, elevational, right? It's always inspirational, and right? If you are saying the same things you were saying in high school, how could you allow your said friend to learn from you? Isn't that what we're doing? At your job, don't you learn from the other employees who've been there for 4+ years? Don't you ask the assistant manager how to be a manager? How long they've been a manager for? Or you may not ask, your pride is too much in the way. You at least observe. Don't you observe what they do as an assistant manager if they're lazy? How much revenue are they bringing in monthly, annually? How much? Got to start calculating some things, right? So, tell a quick story. This was my guy. I mean, my man's. Everywhere he was, I was. Everywhere I was, he was. Right-hand man. Lived with me. Played basketball together. Trained together. Dope. You know? And I mean, I still be thinking about it to this day. Like, god damn, boy, we had some great times. In high school. Great times, man. Going to the parties together, Ubering, calling up the chicks, and doing all that little boy high school kid shit, right? Until he got himself a girlfriend who was in our high school, and she was a softball player. I know her MO. She's a high star recruit. She about to go to a prestigious college, right? She been getting looked at from this college ever since she was a freshman. She's a beast, right? I know her MO. I've always been able to intuitively read and have a enlightened perception. Not like a stereotype, a perception on people. And so I knew her MO. She was the type to be extra friendly, flirt with everybody, mouthy because she confident, high school, you know how it go. Ultimate judgment, so you got to be the big dog around. You got a little boy and little girl people. Y'all know how it is. And so they get in a relationship. We stop talking. I'm telling him before, and they're talking. I'm telling him, yo, she's doing this, that, and the third. He not believing me. He not listening to me. And we stopped talking, just like that. Cold turkey. And mind you, we lived together. So now we are older. He got his family. I got my thing going on. All love to him. If you're watching this, bro, I love you. I was just thinking about you, talking about you today. Today. I love you, my nigga. But guess what? A part of me realizes and have been in connection with the fact that he wishes he can have a brothership and a brotherhood like we once had. That ship has sailed, brother. Because you took and you misused how open, honest, transparent, and genuine my heart and my family's heart is. That's real shit. Now, I'm not saying that you were never grateful, you were never appreciative, none of that. It's all, trust me, bro, it's all love with me. Life happens. Life happens. I get it 100,000%. You know. But guess what, y'all? That ship has sailed. Now, my personality is seeping through other people that he is slightly friends with. Yeah. Because not saying I'm better. I'm just before. I'm not saying I'm better. I'm just before. And that's how y'all have to view it. Because then on the flip side, I have another homeboy who I have been like this with ever since I was in grade school. He's now a pilot. My dog. He's JB, wherever you want to go, and he flies private. So not like jets, PJs, but private families, which is more, right? And so we separated, right? We went to the same high school. He didn't go to college. I didn't go to college, but he learned how to fly planes. He went to pilot school, right? And to this day, we still talk. Us separating, he's been texting me and contacting me saying, JB, I just thank you so much for who you were to me and how much you were guiding me when I didn't even know I needed guidance. I didn't even know I needed that wholesome, unbiased advice. and brotherly love. I didn't know I needed that back then, but you were the one to give it to me. I'm always indebted to you. Out of love, out of respect, out of value, out of admiration. You see what I'm saying? On the flip side. So when you forget to make other people realize what type of person you are, they mistreat you. That's just human nature. If I always have water in my house, you're going to become dehydrated. Why? Because you want juice. Whole time, your body is made up of 80% water. But you want some juice. All the time. You want a Sprite. You want some damn chocolate milk. And they say, quote unquote, that chocolate milk and milk makes your bones stronger. It's actually the complete opposite. And y'all believed it. So you begin to misuse and underappreciate water. Spring water. Wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that? So do not be afraid to remind the friends that you have what type of knowledge, what type of person you are. Just in case you got to put your foot down and let them know, I really do this. I am loyal, sometimes to a fault, but I do what I do because I love what I do. If you can't respect that, because you envy what I do, you wish you could be in my position, you're my opposition. If you wish you could be in my position, you are opposition. Because that's not how we operate. I have no issue being the passenger prince. No weird shit, right? I have no issue with that. You drive. I give you a little bit of gas money. But when I'm driving, hey, bro, don't be calling the shots and dictating like you in a driver's seat. Somebody ever told you, act like you got some sense? Act like you've been somewhere before? Yeah. Act like it. Even if you don't, hey, action, cut, you know what I mean? Gotta let them know sometimes. Shit, a lot of times. And don't hold back. Drag your nuts. Shout out Team Dragon Nuts. So, moral of the story, right? Moral of this is have friends who treat you in such a high esteem that they always remember your true values, your core, your heart, your spirit, your soul, and they do not use that as misfortune. They treat it like a fortune cookie. You know what I mean? Because 2024, y'all know it's spooky. People going to talk, and they're going to walk it, and y'all are going to believe that they are one of your kind. Whole time, they just studied how people can just talk, but not mean what they're talking. How people can walk this type of way, but not really know where they're going. Yeah, it's a grift. So, I love y'all. Take care of yourself. Just be simple. You see it. I'll catch y'all on the next video. It's JB, and I'm out.